Yo, Judith loved to pitch. She loved Red Ruffing and Lefty Gomez, who both pitched for the Bronx Bombers and New York Yankees, who she loved even though she grew up in Brooklyn, because like I said, Judith liked to be different. You know, they had the Dodgers pretty serious. So anyway, Judith just knew that one day she would be the first girl to ever play in Yankee Stadium for the Yankees. That when she was old enough, she was going to be that girl to lead the Yankees to the World Series, just like her favorite players like Joe DiMaggio and Lou Gehrig and Bill Dickey. I mean, she was going to be the next Babe Ruth, meaning she would be the best pitcher and the best hitter. She was going to be the one. This was her dream. And so Judith was out in the courtyard pitching fastballs against that brick wall, and it was strike one, strike two, strike three, strike four. I told you she was different. Strike five. I mean, every single pitch right in the middle of one of those squares that you see on the walls of a lot of those old buildings that I'm talking about. She never hit the part of the wall where the cement was, you know, the mortar, the grooves, the part where the red brick squares are connected, how it kind of looks like a checkerboard, because if she hit that part of the wall, it would make the ball bounce away from her. And so she made that ball come directly back to her every single time, right in the middle of the box, the strike zone. She had that Bob Feller kind of control, who was a great pitcher who pitched for the Cleveland Indians back then, or like Satchel Paige, who was a little bit better than Bob Feller, but he wasn't allowed to play in the major leagues back then because he was black, and it was the late 20s and the 1930s, and you know, racism and oppression, and so he had to play in the Negro Leagues, where they had a lot of players who may be better than a lot of major league players, like Josh Gibson and Cool Papa Bell and Buck Leonard, and I digress. Sorry. Shit. But maybe that was kind of like poetry, you know, and I am a poet, meaning a metaphor for feeling left out and not included, which is, I'm sure, the way Judith felt a lot of her life, and so that kind of works. Yeah. And the way a lot of those black players felt at that time too, I'm sure. So all of it kind of works.